Hello and welcome to this edition of Y-PAC CityCast. I'm Randy Beehler. Yakima is close to having a new police chief. At a news conference on March 29th, City Manager Cliff Moore announced that he had selected Matt Murray to fill the chief's role. Murray, who is currently a lieutenant with the Denver Police Department, still must successfully pass a background check, a polygraph test, and other pre-employment requirements before he can officially be hired. The best case scenario right now is that Murray could start his tenure as Yakima's police chief as early as May 1st. Murray has worked for the Denver Police Department since 1991 and has served in a variety of roles, including sergeant, lieutenant, and deputy chief. Murray will succeed Dominic Rizzi, who held the Yakima police chief position from spring 2012 until fall 2018. The 2019 session of the Washington State Legislature is winding down. The City of Yakima is closely tracking a variety of bills and budget requests that are important to the city. The legislative session is scheduled to end on April 28th. The City of Yakima is paying attention to legislation and parts of proposed budgets that address homelessness and affordable housing, domestic violence, a restriction in the growth of property tax revenue, gang and gun violence, and the distribution of excise tax income generated by the sale of recreational marijuana. The 2019 session of the state legislature is what is commonly referred to as a long session, lasting 105 days. Every other year, the legislature holds a long session during which a two-year budget is written and adopted. In even-numbered years, the legislature meets for 60 days. Work continues to move forward on major upgrades to one of Yakima's main entrances, and a new program gives you a quick look at what's happening around town. For more on those stories, here's CityCast's John Fannin.
Thanks, Randy. Work has begun on Phase 1 of Yakima's North 1st Street Revitalization Project. Phase 1 includes North 1st Street from U.S. Highway 12 to N Street. This phase will cost about $3.3 million and be funded through a federal grant as well as city water and wastewater capital funds. The project will be completed in 3 phases with an overall cost of about $15.3 million. It includes reconstructing about 1.5 miles of roadway. Work on North 1st Street also includes rebuilding sidewalks, installing new lighting, building median islands, redirecting utility lines, and enhancing landscaping along North 1st Street from U.S. Highway 12 all the way to Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Phase 2 is scheduled to start in spring 2020 and is expected to cost about $3 million. Phase 3 is expected to break ground in spring of 2021 and cost about $9 million. The project is being paid for with a combination of federal transportation funds, city utility funds, and money that's generated from Transportation Benefit District fees that were approved by the City Council in 2017. For more information, visit the City of Yakima website at www.yakimawa.gov. The City of Yakima's Community Relations Office has launched a new video segment for its social media platforms. Called Yakima Minute, the program, as the name suggests, is a minute or less and is all about the City of Yakima. Segments to date have focused on topics such as utility box artwork and an emergency notification system. Look for Yakima Minute twice a month on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. My thanks to City of Yakima videographer Sean Davido for his help in making Yakima Minute possible, and to you for watching at home or on your mobile device. That's all for now. Randy, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thank you, John. When we come back, find out why Yakima is a Tree City, USA community. You're watching Y-PAC's CityCast.
Where's the emergency?
I'd like a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
and you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Ma'am, is there someone in the room with you?
Yes.
Okay, I've sent an officer. Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
You see the many and varied trees around Yakima all the time, but do you really notice them? Those trees have earned Yakima an important distinction. To tell you more, here's CityCast's Sean Davidow.
Thanks, Randy. Arbor Day activities are happening in Yakima and around the world this month, and spring is truly a time when we can reflect on the importance trees play in our lives and the role they play in our community. During the Yakima City Council meeting held on April 2nd, Yakima was once again named as a Tree City USA community in 2019. It's the third year Yakima has been named with this prestigious designation, and a lot of effort goes into achieving that status. As part of the effort, since 2017, the City of Yakima and the Yakima Tree City USA Board have been counting public trees in the City of Yakima. The public tree inventory has been compiled by Eric Kroll of the City of Yakima's Planning Department and the City of Yakima's own certified arborist, Chip Rognally, with support from the City of Yakima's ITS department. The inventory wrapped up in December of 2018, and results from the complete study will be released later this year. Some of the data from the study include a public tree count showing nearly 6,600 trees on the public property and in the public right-of-way. Nearly 2/3 of Yakima's public trees are in good condition, with less than 10% of the public trees in poor or worse condition. Nearly half of all public trees are in parks within the city limits, and another significant amount of trees are found in the public right-of-way along Yakima's streets and sidewalks. The public tree inventory will continue to be updated as trees are removed and added throughout our city, and the results and information gathered with the public tree inventory will help guide future projects taken on by the Tree Board. Be sure to celebrate trees this Arbor Day, and Randy, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Sean, and thank you for joining us for this edition of Y-PAC CityCast. There are many ways for you to keep up to date with what's going on with the City of Yakima. The city's website at yakimawa.gov features a wide variety of information about city programs and services, as well as upcoming city council meetings and city committee meetings. The city's Facebook page, Twitter feed, and Instagram page keep you connected to important news and information. And you can watch Y-PAC programming and other videos on the city's YouTube channel. Thanks again for tuning in to this edition of Y-PAC CityCast. I'm Randy Beehler. Take care.
For more information on Y-PAC CityCast, call 575-6092.